tomorrow in Tampa, the Final Four is underway. Everybody from South Carolina's on fire. South Carolina outscores Texas 20-9 in the third. The chance to repeat lives. Connecticut, UCLA. AZ Fudd is dialed in Tampa. It's another 20-point night for Sarah Strong. Get your popcorn ready. Connecticut, South Carolina, coming your way Sunday afternoon.
Now, South Carolina looks to win back-to-back national titles tomorrow when they face off against UConn. The Huskies are 3-2 versus the reigning national title winners in the NCAA tournament, while South Carolina is just one of two teams to be undefeated in the title game among teams with multiple appearances. Elle Duncan anchors our coverage from Tampa.
Appreciate you, SportsCenter. It had been 10 years since we saw national semis feature two teams winning by at least 15 points. We've never seen in the history of the Final Four the blowout that we saw from UConn. Your biggest takeaways from what you saw last night?
My biggest takeaway is that the strengths really showed out for both teams. If you're going to think about UConn, their offense is just wild. It's like it's hard to find words for how effective and efficient their offense is. Coming into the Final Four, we've been talking about Paige Bueckers, how on a hot streak she was. But what I love is that her teammates had her back. AZ Fudd, 19 points in the first half. Sarah Strong, I don't know how as a freshman she is so poised, especially when they needed buckets in the second half, had 14 of those points. I just love UConn's offense, but also I think their defense was undervalued versus Lauren Betts.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I mean, they switched up defenses and coverages, and they pressed sometimes, then they went zone, then they went man. I mean, it was just a complete, incredible team performance and game plan that they executed. We saw the best of both teams, and my favorite thing about both teams when we talk about the South Carolina game, South Carolina took them a while to find their rhythm, but once they found it, they were flowing, and they did not look back. When I think about both these teams, they both kept their foot on the gas. UConn started with it on the gas. You've got to give Texas credit. They're an incredible team. They hit first, but South Carolina hit back, and then they kept their foot on the gas. So we saw the best of these two groups, and now they get to go against each other.
They sure do. 22% of brackets picked that we would get this national championship game. People calling it a rematch from that blowout. We were there for game day. Also a rematch from the 2022 national championship that South Carolina won emphatically. What do you expect to see tomorrow night in Tampa?
You know what's crazy? We're talking about the blowout because UConn came onto South Carolina's home floor and threw a punch, if we're going to talk about punches. But what I love is this is a team that potentially can win 3 championships in 4 years. This is a team that we've said the word dynasty and dawn and defense and depth, but they have some motivation because they're going to look at that matchup and say, like, that was not us. And more importantly, they finally played 3 good quarters of basketball. Maybe they do 4 and seal the deal versus UConn.
And this is kind of a South Carolina team that can come in. It's weird to be the reigning national champion, but then kind of feel like you're coming in with nothing to lose because a lot of people are giving UConn the advantage. And UConn, they are the betting favorites in this game. So for South Carolina, really for both teams, who comes in my opinion, who comes in and hits first? That's what I want to see. And then who plays the most consistent basketball, who plays the most together on both ends.
I'm curious, though, Drea, because these two teams are going to be well coached. They're going to be well prepared. They're going to knock down shots. They're going to play defense. Don't you think it might come back down to who's the best player? Who can emerge? Who can have that sensational game? Is it going to be Mylasia Fulwiley? Is it going to be Chloe Kitts? Is it going to be Joyce Edwards? Or is it going to be Paige Bueckers? It could be Sarah Strong.
Yeah. You know what I hope it comes down to? Who gets the ball last?
Wow, we would love that. We would just love a really close, tight game. That would be fantastic. Again, Dawn Staley, perfect in national championship games, but UConn comes into this one a favorite. We'll send it back to SportsCenter, and a reminder, we'll see you tomorrow, 3 o'clock on ABC, but kick it off with us at 2.